Welcome to S&S Pigskin Picks. Here for the Christmas reaction show doubleheader. I'm Pratty Sandhu, joined by Jeremiah Sheen and
Yo,
Paulie Frazier. And we're here to do a little recap, guys. What's going on?
in the land of the Stampeders, Flames, I'm heading back to the Valley side tomorrow. And yeah, had a great time out here, seeing some family, and
returning to the real world.
Great.
returning to the country bumpkin where me and Paul live.
You know it. Okay, let's kick it off with the first game. Chiefs visiting the Steelers. Steelers were in it for a minute, and then Chiefs just ran away. Domination at the end, 29-10, and Mahomes throws for 3 touchdowns. Travis Kelce came out of nowhere and turned like Travis Kelce again. He had 8 receptions, 84 yards. He sets the Kansas City all-time touchdown record from, I believe, Tony Gonzalez. And, Kansas City clinches the number 1 berth. I think they'll be at home for the next month. And now it looks like Pittsburgh has a chance to be the 7th seed. And they could be facing Buffalo the first round of the playoffs. What are you thinking there, Jer?
The zone defense wasn't doing them too many favors yesterday. It seemed like Kelce or just someone was always open yesterday. The Pittsburgh defense has been dominant most times, so I'm sure they'll rebound and probably win their last game there and avoid the 7th seed.
Yeah, they got Cincinnati, who will be pretty hungry if they win this week, right? So, the turnovers I thought were the biggest thing here. That interception by Russell Wilson, like right in the end zone. It was almost like deja vu of the Baltimore game with that fumble, and then that fumble by Freiermuth just broke their back. And Kansas City, they looked A1 to me. And I don't even think they're going to play their guys next week. We'll see against Denver. But, tough times for Pittsburgh right now, Paul. You guys have lost 3 in a row. Are you guys going to bounce back? What's going on?
Oh, I hope so. Well, that interception, if Pickens didn't stop, like he ran and then he stopped. If he completed heading towards the corner to keep the safety, where he was supposed to, that wouldn't have been a pick. If Pickens stopped. Why the hell Pickens stopped? I have no idea. And then that incomplete pass that they ruled complete, they didn't get a chance to do it. That should have been reviewed. They should have reviewed that. That should not have. The next play is a touchdown. And anybody looking at it, you can see it was an incomplete pass. Hell, looking at feeds on news and stuff like that, there was a guy from the Golf Digest. Okay, Golf Digest, Chiefs fan.
Right.
Even he said that was a BS call. That was an incomplete pass that should never happen. And this is a Chiefs fan who works for Golf Digest. Oh,
you have to throw the red flag, though. If you don't throw the red flag, then you don't get it, right?
Right.
He didn't have time. You guys were watching the game. Mahomes knew it was an incomplete pass. They got to the line before anybody could do a fucking thing. That should have been reviewed. They should have blown down the whistle. They should have reviewed it, and that touchdown should never count.
You have to challenge it unless it's only under 2 minutes. The eye in the sky can overrule something, but I feel you're talking about Patrick Mahomes as the starting quarterback for Kansas City moves to 4-0 against Pittsburgh. So he's got their number along with pretty much every other team in the NFL. So let's move along. Let's go to the second half of the doubleheader. This one was a beatdown of epic proportions. Houston does not score at all on offense. They did get a safety. Lamar Jackson going for that MVP. Derrick Henry, 147 yards on the ground. CJ Stroud looked lost out there, Jared. What'd you think?
I don't know if double revenge is a thing, but if Houston plays Baltimore again, they are going to be fired up. Like, I know what else do you need to get up for a playoff game like that, but they are going to want that, like, even more than San Francisco wants to beat the Chiefs. Like, they're going to be really fired up too, and I see, they were moving the ball. They should have got that touchdown right after the safety. It should have been a little bit different. I'm not saying they should have won the game, but definitely mistakes and all that. So, just regroup, and continue backing into a division title. And, you have a home playoff game. Hopefully you somehow pull that out. And then, they'll probably play the Ravens in the second round if they make it there. So it's been 2 in a row. It's been that playoff game, and then
there's a chance Ravens will get the number 3 seed. Well, there's a chance the Ravens could get the number 3 seed, right? And then there's a chance that the Chargers could get the number 4 seed. So it could be Chargers Texans first round, all depending, right?
Yep.
It's still up in the air, but
no. So
it's looking like
4 seed is the division winner. So
Texans,
right? Yeah,
Texans will be number 4 seed at worst, right? And then Baltimore would be number 3 if they win. And then there's a chance that the Chargers would be number 5. And then
5.
Yeah, the Denver 6 and Pittsburgh 7. We don't know. Obviously, it's still up in the air. But very disappointing for the Texans. But they're still really not playing for anything. So the motivational factor really wasn't there. But I mean, I expected more from them from this standpoint. Playing on Christmas, I guess the only highlight was Beyonce doing her halftime show. I think that was the star of the show there.
Yeah. A little too much country for me, but I like the shake. So
I think what's his name was there. Post Malone was there, and then this black country artist Shabuzi, and he was doing some stuff with her. I mean, I'm not a big country guy either, but it was the most entertainment of the game, so I watched that, and then after that, it was back to basketball for me. But any other final thoughts you guys want to give for this Christmas Day recap in the NFL? Kind of a shitty day.
Well, Kelsey got the all-time leading record for tight end on that game, and Mahomes, believe it or not, in the first 8 seasons, he's got the lead for the most TDs by a quarterback. Like he beat Breeze and Marino. So I mean, those are some pretty good names. Like, not like the outcome of the game. There were some calls that weren't called, some that were called that shouldn't have been called. But hats off to Kelsey and Mahomes for getting records.
Yeah. Also, Lamar Jackson. I forgot to mention Lamar Jackson also broke Michael Vick's record for quarterbacks rushing. Like, he still has like 10 years in his career, and he's destroyed the record. So he's just going to double up and triple up, kind of like Steph Curry with the 3-point record. It's just ridiculous what Lamar Jackson's doing. And I feel bad for who plays them in the playoffs because I think Lamar's out for vengeance. And obviously Kansas City's a favorite, but we're going to see what's happening here. And so that pretty much wraps it up here for our Christmas recap of the NFL.
The only record that needs to be broken right now is Saquon Barkley doing what he needs to do. And if he gets that, well then, okay, at least what a decent somebody I can kind of root for did something good. So I get you guys have got your fingers crossed for that, don't you?
Giant asterisks, though. It'll be looming in that record book. The Juice will always have the real record. Eric Dickerson's record stood for so long. I'd love him to get over that hump, but really, extra game, it's a lot easier. He's had a great season. He's my Eagles. But
they don't rush as
just
much as they used to, right, Jer? Like in the
just
old days in the
round
90s, they used to rush a lot more. Nowadays, it's a passing league, so it's still somewhat impressive, even in 17 games, I think. But please consider giving us a like, people. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and we will catch you guys next time.
Peace.